Hello students of Standard 8. In Geography, you are going to learn about insulation, which is in chapter 14. Today I am going to explain about the radiation. That is, the radiation released by the sun and which is intercepted by the earth, which is known as insulation. So, in simple way, you should understand that insulation means incoming solar radiation which is received by the earth. So, the sun is the main source of heat and light. It produces tremendous heat. Why? Because it has hydrogen gases that is converted into helium and that works like a gigantic reactor and produces tremendous heat due to the fusion of these gases. So, the heat which is released by the sun is radiated by it and that is received by our earth. The heat which the earth is receiving, that is received by different ways or by the different methods, such as the process of transfer of heat. These are the main processes by which the atmosphere gets heated. First is radiation. In this, the sun, which is releasing tremendous heat, that is intercepted by the earth in the form of electromagnetic waves. Second, the transfer of heat by convection through matter, and that forms convectional current of air. When the lower atmosphere gets heated, that becomes lighter and rises up, and upper heavy cold layer of air or matter descends down. Like this circular formation or circulating motion, heat is transferred by this convectional current of air. Third is conduction. Through matter, when the matter gets heated in the atmosphere, that touches the ground and the heated ground, due to that becomes hot and that becomes hot and rises in upper layer, and due to the touching of the solid body of the earth, the atmosphere gets heated. Next is advection. Horizontal movement of air from one area to other area transfers heat from one place to other, from one region to other region. When the heated air from the desert region moves towards a colder region, that increases the temperature. So like this, these four processes are involved to transfer heat from one place to other place. If we see, our earth is made of two types of bodies. One is in liquid state, another one is solid state. So there is difference in receiving heat or releasing heat. So the water bodies and the surface of the earth both are different in state. So there is also difference in receiving heat or losing heat. So if we see the solid body, the earth's surface which gets heated faster than the water body, because that is in the solid state, can receive and absorb heat much faster. But the water bodies, that is in liquid state, the rays of the sun penetrate slowly and therefore it gets heated very slowly. If you see the difference, the second point can be also seen, that the earth's surface absorbs heat faster and during night it loses faster, because that is a solid body. And the water bodies, it receives and absorbs heat slowly and during the night also loses its heat very slowly. If we see both areas, their surface of the earth, heat cannot penetrate to the lower part or the subsoil or to the bottom because of the solid body. But the water, through the water, the heat can penetrate to the large depth and very slowly, and that is a very slow process. So, like this, as the surface of the earth and the water bodies both are different in state, therefore, there is also difference of the transfer of heat by the surface of the earth and also the water bodies. What do you mean by the atmospheric temperature? The degree of heat which is measured by the instrument, that is known as the atmospheric temperature. What is the instrument which measures atmospheric temperature? Thermometer. You know very well, thermometer measures the maximum temperature during the day and minimum temperature during the night. So, here is a thermometer which is known as 6S maximum and minimum thermometer, in which there are two units to measure. One is degree Celsius and second one is degree Fahrenheit. In degree Celsius, the boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius and freezing point is 0 degrees Celsius. In Fahrenheit unit, 32 degree Fahrenheit is the freezing point of water and 212 degree Fahrenheit is the boiling point of water. So, these two units are graduated in the 6S maximum and minimum thermometer. So, let us see how does it measure the atmospheric temperature. So, there is a U-tube, glass tube, in which there are two bulbs. One is cylindrical and one is cylindrical and another one is little circular. And in the lower part of the U-tube, mercury is filled and in upper part, alcohol is filled. So, there are two indicators. In limb A, this is indicator 1 and in limb B, this is indicator 2. So, indicator 1 and 2. These are the indicators which can give the recording during the day, the maximum temperature, during the night, the minimum temperature. How does it record? How does it work? Look at the diagram. When there is high temperature or the temperature increases in the atmosphere, in limb B, alcohol gets heated and that expands. And because of the expansion of alcohol, the mercury column is pushed from limb B and that increases in limb A and that pushes the alcohol and that rises according to the temperature, how much it rises. So, the indicator 1 is pushed by the mercury column and this indicates the maximum temperature during the day. During the night, when the mercury column and alcohol contracts, so leaving indicator 1, the mercury column pushes the alcohol and the indicator 2 in limb B, and indicator 2 indicates the minimum temperature during the night. It is observed during the night or in the morning. Before setting the indicators or before measuring the atmospheric temperature, it should be kept in mind that indicators should be fixed at the mercury level with the help of magnet, and during the day this indicator maximum temperature during a day and minimum temperature indicator 2 will show during the night. So this is 6S maximum and minimum thermometer. With the help of this instrument we can know maximum temperature and minimum temperature during a day. So do remember about the insulation and what you have learned now. Thank you.